Welcome to the Shakaama Live Show with your host, Shakaama. So today, this is a vlog. I'm just going to vlog. And vlog means I'm talking about my actual life, right? So, because my roommate passed away, I reached out to my family. Because I was, I am going crazy. I'm still, and the light's blinking in the kitchen every other day. I guess around the same time. It must be some sort of... It might be when he passed away. So I might have an actual haunting that's going on. I'll show you that in another video. So the first night I reached out to my dear mother, and she is incapable of having feelings, and she prides herself as, I'm a tough woman, and I kept just pounding on her. You're not a man. You're not a man. You don't know anything about being a man. You have no idea what a man puts up with. You have no idea. No idea. None. None. You have no clue. And women don't. Even the ones who have been married to a man for 60 years. No clue. No idea. And only the honest ones who say, you know what, I don't have a clue. And I believe that's where the contention comes in, that she wants to be a man, or not that she wants to be a man, but she wants to have all of the privileges in her mind of a man. She wants to have the authority and the power. Which is weird, because my grandmother, after my grandfather died, was the authority and power of the family, of the whole family. Everybody bowed to the Queen. She passed away a few years ago. But the example was there for years, for decades. She outlived my grandfather for decades. And she was the matriarch of the family. Did you know that that word exists, feminist? Matriarch. That's the word of the day, matriarch. Go look it up. Of course, I ate a grain-filled sandwich, wheat bread, grained, whole grain, whatever. So I have all sorts of grains floating on my teeth. I didn't think to rinse and brush my teeth before starting this. Anyway, so the first night, I actually did the live stream. So I did the live stream because I could not go over to my mother's house because the Uber wouldn't accept my PayPal credit card. I don't know. It's a MasterCard. I don't know what the problem was. I still don't. But my card works everywhere else. So the next day she came over and got me, because I guess in the back of her mind there was some sort of logical thing that probably sat there and said, wait, okay, his roommate passed away. Maybe he's mourning, and maybe, just maybe, you should go over and get him. And she did. She came over and she said, okay, you're gonna come with me and spend the night, and so she's super religious. You're gonna spend the night, we're gonna pray, we're gonna pray, we're gonna pray, we're gonna pray, we're gonna pray. All right. A lot of stuff she says, God told me to do this. God told me to do that. God told me not to do this. God told me not to do that. So she doesn't have a microwave. So anything she cooks, it has to be from scratch. So she says, I'm hungry. And I guess she was being nice. She said, what do you want to eat? And she says, I got this, this. And she named about 5 things. And I said, you're the one who said you're hungry. Just go ahead. I don't think I was really hungry, but I probably needed to eat because I had not eaten for a couple of... I'm not crying. And Anubis keeps getting triggered by, so he keeps looking up as if somebody's there, and I don't see anybody. So if my roommate is walking around the house, I don't know. So anyway, so she then proceeded to cook something from scratch, right? So she made fried chicken, rice, and gravy, all from scratch. Literally chopped up the onions, the whole 9 yards, everything that you could think of. And the highlight of the evening was I told her about a video that I saw about an article where they're trying to put a man in jail for burning a raccoon. And then I said, I left a joke comment that saying, have you seen raccoons? They'll steal your children if you don't watch out. They got their little hands and carry stuff, they'll still steal your the pet food. If it's left outside, they'll steal the food every opportunity that they possibly can. And the dogs were always like confused as to what this thing was and didn't attack it in the videos that I saw, clips of. So she says, after I finish my little story, she says, well, raccoon's good eating. And that blew me away because, I'm a little bit, it's weird. I'm not going to cry. I start crying when I laugh now. So if I'm serious, I'm fine. As soon as I go to laugh or anything, I start. Maybe the emotion, the chemical for emotion is just one chemical, and it's just a different level of it. As you're laughing or you're crying, it's just the same exact chemical. Because everything's chemicals. I know that the brain is just chemicals. Any emotion in that you exhibit is just all chemicals. That's all it is. That's probably why a lot of poor people are so, emotional about stuff, and they can be led down the wrong path because it's all chemicals. And what do poor people eat? They eat all of this packaged food, and I've already known that they're putting chemicals in the packaged food. Anyway, the entire time she said, why are you living in this dump? Why are you living in this dump? Why aren't you living in a mansion? Why aren't you living in a mansion? But wait, there's more. The next day she brings over my aunt. And so then my aunt then goes, why are you living over here? This is crazy. What are you doing? Why are you living in this dump around these people? You know what I'm talking about? And so they're coming to cheer me up because I'm mourning, and I got just berated from minute 1 all the way to the very end. I get out the car and they're just saying, what is this? What is this? My family. She's done that before. She's walked into it and she says, what a dump. What's her name? Who? Leave a comment if you know who that reference. What a dump. Literally, she walked in. I lived in a, what is it called? A studio? It was called a half bedroom because they had a divider in the middle of the room. Not a doorway, a divider. It was a built-in bookcase as the divider. So it offered some storage. But it was basically a studio with a divided wall in it. So you had a living room area, kitchen area, and then bedroom area, and the bathroom had a door on it. She walked in and she says, what a dump. But that's not it. That's not all. I lived in a one-bedroom, full one-bedroom that had a sizable living room, a actual dining room, an actual kitchen, an actual bedroom, and an actual bathroom. What the dump? What are you living here for? This is... Why are you living in this ghetto? And across the street, the people were paying $3,000 a month for their apartments. I didn't pay that much. I paid... I'm trying to think back. $800, $900, something. I paid quite a bit of money for that one bedroom. Anyway, in Las Vegas at the time, back in those days. So my family coming to visit me to, I guess, cheer me up for mourning was problematic. To say that they're religious people or whatever, they're super religious. All they talked about was money and how what the heck was I doing? And leave that stupid YouTube alone. And today I've been well, last night I was just crying and crying and crying. Today I've been crying. And it's, I don't know. And I know that this is terrible to say, but I know he's not worth me crying because he did this to himself. I would jump on, I would scream at him if he smoked cigarettes in the house. So I guess he was going to rebel. And so he taped up his door, I found. When the coroner finally opened up the room back up, he taped up his door and stayed in there for 4 days. And he was going to be rebellious. He had questioned me before. He said, I don't have a lock on my door and I'm afraid you're going to walk in. And I said, I would never walk into your room. This is your room. This is your privacy. You are paying for the privacy of your room. I would never walk in. Even when we're yelling through because he can't hear and I can't hear. And he goes, come in, come open the door. I can't hear you. You can't hear me. Open up the door. And only then when I open the door. So we can have a 5-minute conversation of, I can't hear you. I can't hear you either. What did you say? You know, we're yelling through the door, trying to have a conversation. Like, you know, like it was a bad sitcom. And people have told me I should put cameras in my house and have a reality show. But with the way YouTube is now, that would not be. You can't do that. I could do it on TV, but not YouTube. YouTube is more strict than the FCC. YouTube is more puritanical than TV. Daytime TV, I was shocked. I walked in my neighbor's house. She's watching daytime drama, and they're in bed. I said, "What is this? This is regular TV." She says, "Yes." She said, "Oh, that's nothing. They're going all out on TV now." But YouTube is way far stricter than even the FCC. And they always say, it's the advertisers. The advertisers sure are on daytime drama. Let me tell you. Huh? You don't even have to watch daytime TV to know. Maury Povich. What's the Jerry Springer. Advertisement all up and down it. Huh? And that's disgusting TV. I mean, just gross. Howard Stern. Just gross. But YouTube, I couldn't have a reality show. It would be funny, though. So that's been my past few days of being visited by my family and them asking me, what am I doing? Why aren't I working for the DA or something? What are you doing? What is What is this? What are you living in this dump for? Can we talk about me mourning and me being sad? Yeah, that happens. My mother said that, and she's, she said, I don't mean it in a bad way. It's just that it happens. You know, you gotta, I said, this is not what I need right now. This is not. And the thing is, I try to be proper because she's such, most of them are such a dichotomy. They are so proper in some areas. They're they're kind of like YouTube, right? They're overly prim and proper in some areas, and then other areas they're just like, whatever, that happens. I'm all like, you're either high class all the time, or you're not. And I know they want to be high class because they're embarrassed by coming from Louisiana, which they see as a dump. Anyway, tell me in the comments about your fantastic families. Please like the video. The likes are going down. I don't know what that's about. Please like the video. I need it.